Hello and welcome to the channel, and here you'll just see me fishing in World of Warcraft. I thought I'd make this video for a few reasons really. One, I'd got to do my dailies with fishing, and I thought this would be a good time for me to just chat away. So I'm currently doing a fishing daily to set up like a fish stand. This is my second level 100 character now. This thing's going to get annoying if it keeps standing there. So maybe I'll just move to... I'll tell you what, no, I won't. I don't really want to kill him. I feel bad. So yeah, I had a few things to talk about the channel, and I also want to talk a little bit about World of Warcraft. So I'll start with World of Warcraft since we're in it. So far, I love Warlords of Draenor. It's a very cool expansion if you kind of like story more so than anything. Cause I do find the story in this one's pretty cool. At first, I have to admit, I was not sold. I didn't like the whole different timeline, and I don't know. I still, when I say it out loud, I'm still like, no, not a story for me. But on my main character, anyway, I haven't done it with this character, but with my other character, I've completed all the quests, like all the story quests in every area, and I have to say I really enjoyed it actually. I usually don't take to questing very well on these games. I don't like the old questing model of like go and find an exclamation mark, go and kill 6 of these and bring 7 of these back, and then go back to the question mark. I don't know. I find it very, very bland and quite annoying. I can usually do a couple of them, and then I'm like, okay, I'm bored now. Any more of those little fishing holes? No? Okay, well, I'll just go somewhere where there isn't NPCs walking around, like Talbooks. So yeah, I don't know. I have been very much enjoying it. There's a few things I probably don't like about it too much, but I'm yet to really see the bad side. I can't get up there apparently. Fine, I'll go over here. I can't have anywhere that's just completely peaceful. So here will have to do. So at the minute I've got to catch X amount of a certain type of fish to get their eggs to take back to my own pool to stock it with fish, basically. That's kind of what I'm doing now, because this guy's just hit 100, so I'm still kind of doing everything. And so this guy is actually originally a boosted character. I originally had a chamois who got to level 85, which was a goblin. And I kind of stopped liking it being a goblin. And then when Warlords of Draenor came out, I ended up using the boost to make it Orc Shaman, which sounds really bad, but at the time it was just kind of like, fuck it, it's free. Well, not so much free, but like it came with the expansion, so I was just like, I want an Orc Chamois. Boosts it the extra 5 levels I couldn't be bothered to do. Yeah, so this guy's actually a boosted character, so all of his skills and everything weren't very good, whereas my other chamois was. But, you know, I say I'm a little bit odd in that way. I get very picky with the way things look. So yeah, Warlords of Draenor, I would highly recommend it for anyone who has ever played WoW and kind of thought about coming back. Now is a good time to come back, in my opinion. I was very sceptical. Someone talked me into coming back, and so far I have been having a blast with it. As I say, this is my second level 100, and I'm probably going to start on another one soon. At the minute, I'm still gearing this character. This guy's gear is dreadful. He's not spec for heroics yet at all. So he's got the level, but not the gear at the minute. So he's completed like the challenges ready for heroics, but I just need the gear to get into heroics, and then actually gear heroics so that I can get eventually into the raids and things like that. So yeah, that's what I'm currently working on, and then I'll probably start on my next 100 until things start becoming a little bit more active. So I've been trying to think of a way to actually get WoW on the channel, just because I've been playing so much of it. I kind of felt bad that it wasn't being shown on the channel. That probably sounds a bit weird, but it's one of these things when you do the YouTube stuff, that you kind of find when you're recording something that you think, well, I should probably be recording this. Which is why I've been showing a bit more of the multiplayer stuff, because it's just what I've been playing the most of, because I haven't really had many new games to check out. I've got 1 or 2, but they take it's taken me a long time to actually kind of work through them to the point where I've got enough to show you, or I found a bit that I think this will sell the game kind of thing. It'll yay or nay it for most people. So yeah. But speaking of the channel, I'll go straight on to the next bit, and then maybe I'll come back to where if I think of anything else. As I was just saying, like the first impression stuff's kind of a bit of a dry note at the minute, because I've not really been getting many games to look at, and there's none that have really taken my fancy to look at. There's a couple I'm looking at, which I'm considering, but obviously in some cases with certain companies I need permission and all that kind of stuff just to make sure I don't get any trouble with YouTube. So I'm waiting on a lot of that. A couple of them I'm still waiting for people to send me like download demos and things like that for early impressions and all that sort of business. So what I've been thinking about doing is actually trying to get another Let's Play going, because I haven't done one in a long time, and I keep wanting to, but every time I kind of think of a game, I go, there's something wrong with it. It's like originally I was going to do Enslaved, Odyssey to the West, I think the whole name of it is, because I played that a couple of months ago and loved it, but it's a few years old now, but the problem I had with it is because now that YouTube's like 60 frames a second, and obviously I want all my videos to be in 60 frames a second, because that's a slightly older game, the game itself is pretty much stops at 60 FPS and I can't get it any higher, and very often it drops below 60, but all the FMVs and cutscenes in it are locked to 30 frames a second, which when you're recording at 60 frames it kind of causes problems. So that got taken away. So then I was going to do, because I recently took a look at This War of Mine, I was going to do, rather, because I asked if people wanted to see the late game, and a few people were like, we'd like to see the late game of it, and that's when the next video should be. Grand. Problem with that being that every time I click record on that game, if it goes to a loading screen, it will crash, and I will lose all the progress that I've done up to that point, and 9 times out of 10, the video file will corrupt as well. So I have to constantly stop it, start it, stop it, start it, stop it, start it whenever I'm recording, and then it's a bit of a pain to cut together, so that kind of put me off. So then I was like, well, I'll try and... Then I thought about trying to, like, play through it until the late game and just play for as long as we survived for the channel. But then again, it's that same problem has arisen. So I'm hoping that gets fixed and then you will actually see that pop up. Is there any others that I was thinking of doing? Oh, Banner Saga. That was another one. That's one of my favourite games from 2014. I love that game. I thought about doing Banner Saga because I did like 2 videos on it at the start of the game, and I was going to do a Let's Play, but people that like, because it was when I did the video on it, it was when it was just come out, so there was a lot of videos popping up here, there and everywhere, so everyone was obviously watching the people they want to see and not kind of going out their way to look for something maybe a little more niche. So I kind of just wanted to play it because I want to play through it again, and again, same factor of like, if you're going to play through something, you might as well put it up on the channel as well. But again, I'm not sure, because the problem with Banner Saga is there's a lot of like I'm not quite sure where they've probably taken the inspiration from. I know it's based on Viking, so I suppose it'd be like a Scandinavian kind of mythology. But well, obviously it's like, if it's Viking, it's Norse mythology, but it's got like Scandinavian based wording and all that kind of stuff, which I'll be honest, I'm not great at pronouncing, and I feel really bad when I pronounce things wrong that's kind of someone else's mythology, if that makes any sense. It's probably really stupid, and there's probably people like, dude, don't worry about it, it's fine. But I get really worried that I'm going to like mispronounce something and people are going to be like, oh fuck's sake, what a fucking idiot, and get really pissed off with me. Because I do feel bad when it is someone else's mythology. Some people feel very strongly about this stuff, so I was kind of a bit unsure on that one. But I might actually just do a Twitch stream and just live stream the entire thing from start to finish, maybe. That'd be kind of cool. I haven't done anything on Twitch in ages. So yeah, at the minute it's mostly multiplayer stuff that I'm doing, or like if I'm playing a game like for myself, like Blood Bowl, and Lethal League is one that I'm doing a lot of at the minute. If it's something that I want to do for myself, then I'm sticking it up on the channel as well. Obviously not everything. There's some things I'm still playing for myself. World of Warcraft has pretty much been that, but I did really desperately try and think of a way to get this game onto the channel other than doing like dungeon runs and stuff, because again, it's one of these things where people are just going to go to the channels that have been covering WoW for years, they know them, blah 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 blah. So it's kind of pointless me taking the time to record an episode and then spend X amount of time editing it, and then probably an hour per video rendering, then depending on YouTube's processing, anything from 20 minutes to 3 hours uploading the video, and like from the point where it's from beginning upload to this is now processed and in HD. So yeah, I really don't know on that. I don't know what to do. There's nothing in WoW that I really think that was worth showing. So then I decided, fuck it, I'm going fishing to do some of my daily quests. I'll show this and we can have a nice chilled chat. So yeah, I mean, maybe there's some of you out there that just want to listen to me babble and talk shite, and then maybe I can do that. Maybe we can do something like once a week or something stupid where I load up a chilled game, even if it's just fishing on World of Warcraft or whatever I'm doing, and actually just talk about whatever topics have gone on that week. If there's anything going on in the industry that people are talking about, maybe we can have a little gossip and we can get a little discussion going in the comments. That'd be kind of cool if we could make something into that, and it can just be a little chilled out place where everyone can come and just chat. I'd quite like that, honestly. I like a good debate and discussion. Obviously I don't want to argue, but I don't mind when people can form a proper debate and actually use reasoning and logic, because those are my favourite things. So yeah, I don't know. I'd love to hear what you guys think. If there's something that, I mean, maybe there's a game that I've briefly looked at on the channel, maybe very briefly. It might just be like something I did like a 10-minute first impressions of, and maybe you guys would be like, well, I'd love to see more of that, or I'd love to see, you know, like for example, I did Broken Age. I only did one of the stories though, because that's what people asked for. They never asked for the second one. So maybe people want to see the rest of that before the second part comes out, which actually, speaking of that, when I actually recorded this, it's actually just been announced that that's been delayed till 2015, so who knows, maybe people will want to see that before 2015 hits, I don't know. So I'd like to hear your... Oh dear, I need to stop trying to walk around with my mouse and actually use a keyboard like a sensible person. So yeah, maybe you guys can let me know your thoughts on it, and maybe you'll actually have some thoughts that I just hadn't thought of. Because, again, like I thought about doing the big games like Far Cry 4, and actually doing like a proper like let's play of Far Cry. The problem with that being that everyone's done it. Like, all the big YouTubers are doing it, so it's kind of... Well, not all the big, like the people that do like let's plays and that kind of nature, they've done it. So it's kind of... I've seen people in their comment section being like, for fuck's sake, everyone's playing Far Cry. We want to see something, you know, that's maybe a little bit unknown. Which I can very much understand. It's annoying because there's several YouTubers I like who are doing Let's Plays of Far Cry 4, and it's like, I don't really care. I've not watched any of them, and I probably won't. As much as I love the person involved, I won't watch it because I find the subject matter incredibly boring when I can go and play it myself. You know, Let's Plays are very good for something that you either want to get a little bit of a taste for before you buy it, or it's a game that you kind of have no intention or option of playing for yourself. Like, for example, I watched a Let's Play of The Last of Us because I don't own any PlayStation consoles at all, and probably never will. So it was never an option that was going to arise for me, so I watched someone else play through The Last of Us and its DLC and things like that, so I kind of knew the idea of that game. And from what I saw, incredible game. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe you guys can think of something. There's Dragon Age as well. I thought about doing something on Dragon Age, but I don't know. That's dicey water, in my opinion. I like the game a lot, but I wouldn't do a Let's Play of it. It's far too long, and I'm still unsure when EA games are brought into it. There's a couple of EA games I just don't like touching, just because I've had nothing but trouble. So, who knows? Who knows? Hopefully, someone out there will know, and you can be like, here's what you need to do. And I'll be like, oh my god, you are a brilliant human being. You have solved my problem for me and come up with the greatest idea ever. But for now, there will probably be a few more little multiplayer games come out, and obviously some games where I'm playing by myself, but in like random multiplayer. I might do some Team Fortress 2. I might do some... Well, there'll probably be some more Awesome Noughts. There'll probably be some more Guns of Icarus, depending. I don't know. If there's anything you want to see in World of Warcraft, please do feel free to put that down there as well. There might be something that you... if you're a person that watches World of Warcraft, there might be somewhere that you notice that people don't really do videos on. Then please do let me know if there's something to be like. It would be kind of cool to see like the, I don't know, the PvP. I know that's probably very likely that people do that, but if someone, you know, for it's an example. Say if you wanted to see videos on the PvP, but you couldn't really find anywhere that you liked, please do suggest it, because it's something that because I just write off certain things and be like, nah, someone will have done that. But it's surprising actually how often someone hasn't done it. So I'm hoping that you guys can help me. I would also like to actually say a massive thank you to everyone for the past couple of months, because the subscriber numbers have been going up rather than going down, which is always nice. And they've been going up pretty steadily. Not obviously like leaps and bounds, but they've been going up, which is the important one. And my views have been getting higher, retention rates are higher, everything, like, so people are watching the videos longer, everything. It's been great. There's been more comments coming in, so I'd love to see continued like engagement from you guys, because most of you absolutely rock. You really do. And also you help me point out when I've been completely stupid and really misunderstood something. So anyone that puts those and usually goes, you've got the wrong end to stick there, try this is a bit better. You people are great, because you make me look better at games when I show it later on. So thank you. I should probably stop talking crap now, shouldn't I? I've been fishing for a while. This looks like this quest might take me some time, because my fishing skill's dreadful, which doesn't help. So yeah, I guess I'll leave it here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed listening to me talk crap, maybe. It's probably been a little bit of a podcast for some of you, because obviously the screen itself isn't really much to watch, it's me fishing, but you'd be surprised how some people just want to watch a chilled out video when they're going to sleep. So, you never know. But hopefully you've all taken some kind of enjoyment from this, or you've got any thoughts for me, please do leave them in the comment section. If it's something you're... Also, if it's something you're kind of worried about putting in case someone else takes judgment of it, you are free to send me private messages. I believe my Twitter's open to send direct messages. There's a Facebook page you can go to and you can direct message me there. And there's YouTube system. YouTube's inbox system still works perfectly well. So you are perfectly free to send me messages there. Many people do, but just for any people that are a bit like, oh, I don't really want to write this down because other people might judge me a bit weird. Because you'd be alarmed how many people are a bit like, no, I don't want other people seeing this comment, but I would like to tell this person something. The option is there for you. Please feel free to use it. I don't mind at all. I will try and reply to everyone that I can. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you've got thoughts for me. I want to see them all. I want to hear them all. And thank you very much. I also hope I see you in the next video. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.